Hello, everybody. Dawn is breaking over the city of Ambrose, and we are going to do part 2 of our tour today. As soon as we enjoy the sunrise, though. Isn't it great? Yeah, the sun's breaking over there. I guess we're a West Coast country because the sun's over there and the long shadows of the trees. Oh man, it's cool. But yeah, I like the aesthetics of the day and night. Oh man, yeah, cities this size tend to start to eat at my computer, but yeah, look at this on the bridge there, person walking. Do 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 do. Let's follow this person. What we're gonna be doing today is following some cars, not people, but cars. We're gonna follow this person just to start because this person is enjoying a stroll along the beach before while the sun comes up. Yeah, they've really done a good job of it, just looking at those shadows as they go. Alright, pause. Okay, I always want to rotate around. Ah, yeah, sometimes it's fun just to look, just to look around in your city. Also, I downloaded a mod, the first person camera mod. Does exactly what you would think it would do. It puts you in the first person perspective of the person and or car or other vehicle that you are watching. So it's very nice. I mean, you can't really rotate or look around, and it kind of gets a little bit funky when it goes underground, as we will probably see here soon. But yeah, it's very nice, very lovely. But let's forget about this random old person, because it did say senior, and let's look at a car, alright? So what we are going to do is we're going to pick one driving into the city. Let's see. Preferably somebody who is residential. We can find somebody. Alright, there's gotta be... Oh, wait. What do we got there? Sedan. Let's see where this sedan is going. So we go to the first person camera. And away we go. The cool thing about this is that you can actually see what it looks like before they even enter your city, because the line's right there. Whoops, whoa. Okay, a little graphical glitch there. There wasn't really a post in the middle of the highway. So we're getting off here. And going on what is the first highway you can branch off onto. Follow that hot dog van. You can't let it get away. So are we exiting here? Usually when a car stays in the right lane, coming up to an exit, it means they are going to take the exit. We're here in an industrial zone. There is a bit of a haze that happens in the industrial zone that I am not completely sure I like, but that's alright. But man, watching cars is fun. Like, I literally have spent hours just sitting, watching the cars, listening to music, listening to podcasts, listening to anything, The only thing that's annoying is these. The building has burned down. And these things take forever to go away on their own, so you have to pause them, click on them, unpause them, because if you don't pause, they're just going to keep moving, and it's going to be silly. So yes, this is one of those areas I went to build. And one thing you will notice in this game is that cars really do follow one another very closely, and sometimes you just want to say, back off a little bit. But apparently car accidents are something that are completely unknown in this universe. Right, here we go underground, and here's what I mean when things get funky underground. Yeah, you can sort of see the underside of everything. Um, yeah, because this mod wasn't really designed to interact with things underground, so you're going to get some pretty interesting looking things before car pops back out. And it's always fun to do this because you're never sure where the car is going to go. One thing you can do is click this blue button also, which is the built-in follow mode, you know, when you're sort of floating above the car, which when the car, if you don't have that clicked, the car stops and your screen just snaps back to wherever you started from. But you keep the blue thing on, and you'll still be looking at the car once the car reaches its destination. So it'll give us a better idea of where we are once things stop, because sometimes it can be slightly disorienting seeing things from ground level. You might not exactly know where you are. But yeah, this person is going home, so I expect them to end up in some sort of a residential area when they're ready to enter. And yeah, usually you'll see the people who come in from the main highway are people who live either in this area or one of the closer areas. I mean, once in a while you see someone drive cross city, but a lot of times those people will come in on the train station or one of the passenger ferries. Although there isn't as much traffic going on. So, also, I don't know if I made this disclaimer during part 1, but I did create this city using the infinite money cheat, which, you know, is not, I don't find it to be super cheating or whatever, just because, you know, the challenges you face in this game are more to do with the various problems you'll come across while building when it comes to traffic and making sure your services are adequate and everything. And also the amount of money they start you off with compared to SimCity 4, which sort of gave you all the money to start things off. This game gives you quite the meager sum, so just for the fun factor, I think it's worth it to put in this code unless you're trying to hardcore it. So yeah, we're going pretty far on this road. This is the one I said in part 1 I see as more of a bypass for the town that's down there. And as you can see to the left is a shortcut to get to one of the other cities. People are using that one a lot. Yes, and I don't know if that's a fire or just pollution there on the right. I think it's pollution. Fires seem to happen a lot in this game, though, I've noticed. You know, like, there must be some sort of severe lack of fireproofing and severe lack of fire safety in this world. I mean, that's the only thing that I can really think of. But yeah, we're coming up on here. Yeah, when it comes to the money thing, in SimCity 4, you started out with $500,000 for any size city, which was practically enough to build a city before you even hit play. And also making money in that game was very easy. So, you know, the money, it might as well not even have been a thing because it was so easy. But this game actually has a certain degree of challenge to it. You can only build so much, and then you have to wait for your revenues to come up. And if you really want to build, if you really want to design, it's not really for you, you know. Oh, there we are. We are home. This person, let's see who's there. We have Ashley Miller, the well-educated adult. We have Anna Miller, the uneducated teen, and we have Tony Miller, the well-educated adult. I guess they are a family, and they're going home. Do, 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 do. So this is their home. They live in the Laurel residence. Not bad, not bad. All right. So let's change gears here. Um, uh, yeah, things. I don't know if it's my computer, or if it's the game is poorly optimized, or a combination. But things tend to slow way down when I get to a city of this size. This is about the maximum size of a city that I can even hope to process here. But yeah, let's look at a car coming off from the cargo terminal now. All right. Whoa, hello. Once the game decides to stop freaking out, it always ends up snapping back. Uh, but for the moment, enjoy this beautiful view of the city. This beautiful static view. Alright, this is taking a little bit longer than usual. Oh, enjoy this view now. Yes, postcards taken by a stunt plane as it flies overhead. Alright, I think we're snapping back. Alright, there we go. We're back now. Anyway, let's take a look at this one box truck. Are any of these full? You're full. Let's take a look at you. At the forestry truck. Alright. So this truck is apparently perched on top of a log or something. Whoa. Yeah, you can configure your camera here. But yeah, let's see. Don't know if these really do anything here. Movement of speed. So, but anyway, yeah, we are going to watch this truck. The good thing about watching the truck is that the camera is high and you can see over everything, which is very nice. And we're getting, yeah, this in particular likes to slow down everything, but oh well. Here we go. We're going into the tunnel, and these longer tunnels like this that go under the city are really funky because you start seeing things that don't make a lot of sense, you know. Alright, maybe pausing and unpausing will help. It often does. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not giving you a very smooth experience with this, but I promise you this is fun stuff. Oh, one of these stupid things. Go away. Yeah, this is a game. This is a game for the patient. One thing is for sure. Okay, it's gone on its own. Nope, it's back. Not just for the meta reasons of the computer melting down whenever I try to do anything, but also just like it takes a while to grow cities. But chances are, if you're watching this, you've already played this and/or other city builders, and you already know that. So, and you already don't mind. But yeah, this, like Civ, in many ways, is a game for patience. And I see that we're on the extended ramp, so we're going to be underground for a bit, and things are going to be kind of silly. But that's alright. It's like, hey, let's show off this awesome new mod for the people of the YouTube, and it's like, oh, well, I guess we're see, we're going underground, so we're getting the glitchy view, but yeah, it is kind of funny. We actually went under the passenger harbor here, and the view can sometimes glitch through buildings. You can't really see it now, but sometimes when it goes directly under buildings, you can see a bit of a funny, a silly, like almost like a cross section of the building. Like you don't see the floor, but you see the walls and all the people. Alright, here we go. I forget where exactly this comes out. But yeah, it's a very extended tunnel. Yay for glitchy views of our city. Oh, here we go. We're coming out. Alright. And as I might have mentioned before, this is a fairly congested area, although nowhere as near as bad as it once was when before I made those extensions, you know. Yeah, before those extension things were really crazy. And also one thing that is not understood in this universe is left turn signals. And yeah, I love the gradually sweeping turns from this point of view. It's really fun. This will probably turn left, won't it? Oh no, it's going straight. But yeah, I imagine usually when you watch a truck like this, it will stop like 2 or 3 places and then head back. So in this case, it's going to probably go back to the cargo terminal. So alright, making its first stop. And it's loading almost all its, unloading almost all its cargo here. And now it's going to Frank's Fish Stick Factory. And the fun thing is, you have no idea where it is. It might be on the same block. It might be on the complete opposite side of the city. So we're going to see. Chances are it's going to go straight back underground and we're going to get that stupid underground glitched view again. But we'll see. Going around the corner again in hazy Haze-tropolis. Frank's Fish Stick Factory. Yeah, there we go. We're going, yeah, eventually the cars will just let you in. It's pretty funny. But yoink. Back underground. Whee! Although this is kind of fun, in a way. Like the water just has no idea what to do. Oh, and here's what I was saying. You can see through the floors of the buildings. It's like, why would we need to render floors? Nobody's going to see the floors anyway. And that's what happens. But this one might be more interesting because I think we're going to go straight through the city here. Straight under because we have to connect to the city, or connect to the highway on the other side. But yeah. Yeah, the ground is not rendered upside down, you know? It's like an unfound door from Stephen King's Dark Tower series. You know, one of those portals that it's a solid door on one side, but on the other side you can completely see through it, like it's not even there. That's exactly what's going on here. The floor, the roads, you can see them from the top, but you can't see them from the bottom. Yes, we're under the ships. Okay. Well, we are now heading on the underground highway back across to our the main island from the other island under the trees, which apparently have invisible root systems. Yeah, this is trippy. It almost looks like the sky continues underground as well. Oh, get out of here. You jerk. Okay. So let's see. There's a few places where there are exits, and this highway does branch off into two different highways. And of course, this one is probably going to be underground for a maximum amount of time for maximum silliness. But no, we're getting to where the tunnel ends. Well, I always am amused by this. But yeah, we're going to be, yep, we are out and now on an elevated portion of the highway where things are actually looking more or less normal. I think we're going to exit here, yep. Going to this new area of industry. Yes, those filthy windmills are probably coated in soot and crap and all the kind of things that you can find. So it's pretty amusing. Oh, here we go, turning left. Very steep inclines. It's kind of funny because sometimes the game will completely work ramps and pieces of roads and things. Oh, wait a minute, we're going back on the highway. What's going on? Well, I assume there's some kind of reason. We're getting off here. Oh, wait a minute. I know why. Because there's a building that's directly on this ramp. How silly. Sometimes that will happen if you're not careful. You'll get buildings that are directly on ramps. So silliness can happen. And now we're going to go back to the cargo facility, which will mean getting back on this highway. And the way you do that is pretty clever, I might say. There is a way to get on right here between the highways. And so you get under, and once again we zip along underground, enjoying ourselves. But this time we will not have to face being underground for too long. And as we see, night has once again fallen in our city. Quite nice. Do 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 do. All right. And here we are, waiting in line to get in the facility. One annoying thing about this, see the flickering? Yeah, it brings back memories of my beginning of my SimCity for Let's Play, doesn't it? But the thing is, if we hit escape, or tab, I think, or there, oh, it disappeared. Oh, we were watching this truck the whole time. What am I saying? The flickering does go away when you get out of that mode. So, flickering is not something you necessarily have to deal with. So, just patiently waiting our turn to get back on the back into the facility, to load up, go to whatever city we came from, and get more stuff. So, turning left. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to show 3 vehicles, but since we are running up the clock, I'm actually going to make this a 3-part video, and next time we're going to take a look at some sort of service vehicle. So stay tuned for that. See you later, everybody.